showing you this look right here. I call it Glam Skeleton because the eyes are glam and then the bottom of the face is like a skeleton. But anyways, as many of you may know, American Horror Story came back on this week, and so I figured, you know, if American Horror Story is back on, it's time for Halloween. So from now until Halloween, I'm going to try to do a Halloween makeup tutorial once a week. So at least one every week until Halloween. So hopefully that will work out and go smoothly. But Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, and I love dressing up and the makeup and all that stuff. So yeah. So let's jump in and get started on this look. Okay, first I'm just going to be taking the Maybelline Ivory Wine Concealer and priming my eyelids with that, and then I'm taking my Beauty Blender and just blending that all out. Now I'm just going to be taking some tape and putting that up on the sides of my eyes, so when I do my eyeshadow I'll have a nice crisp clean line when I take them off and kind of get away any excess fallout. And now I'm taking a very light brown shade from my E.L.F. 150 piece eyeshadow palette and putting that on my crease. Now I'm taking the darkest brown shade in that same palette and putting that on my crease to create some depth and dimension to the eyes, and darkening that up a little bit because we're going to have a very kind of dark smoky eye with this look. And I'm using E.L.F. eyeshadow brushes to do so, and I believe these are the $1 eyeshadow brushes. And I'm using a Tarte brush to blend that all out. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade 209 Noir from the L'Oreal eyeshadows, and it's a black eyeshadow, and I'm just putting that in the crease a little bit more to create a little bit more darkness in there, kind of taking it right to the edge of that tape. And now I'm using Heat by NYX, and I'm putting that all over my eyelid, and I'm just blending that in with my finger. And I'm just taking that Tarte brush and blending it out a little bit more. And I'm going back in with that same dark brown color from the E.L.F. palette and just warming that all up. Next I'm going to be putting on falsies, and I did my eyeliner off screen and the falsies off screen. Alright, next I'm going to be priming my face with the NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. The bottom half of my face won't have regular makeup on it, but it's good to prime your face anyways, just for the occasion. And next I'm taking the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation in the shade Classic Ivory, I believe, and I'm just putting that all over my face and then dabbing it out with my Beauty Blender. This doesn't have to be perfect because this is kind of a Halloween look. And now I'm taking that Ivory Wine Concealer again and just putting it under my eyes and a little on my forehead to highlight a little bit. Even though this is a Halloween look, you don't need to look totally dead. I'm going to be setting my under eyes with the Master Fix Translucent Setting Power by Maybelline, and I'm just going to set my under eyes with that in kind of the top half of my face, and I'm using a Bare Minerals blending brush to do that. Just making sure that that's all set so there won't be any creasing or anything like that. And now I am taking a Smashbox Definer brush, and I'm going back into that same dark brown shade from the E.L.F. palette, and I'm just putting that under my eyes on the lower lash line, blending that out. And then I'm going to take Heat, which I used on the lids, the upper lids, and I'm just going to do the same thing and blend that out more towards the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm taking the Tarte Tartiest mascara, and I'm just going to put that on my bottom lashes. Now I'm just going to be using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm using the EcoTools Precision Blush Brush to do so, and I'm just putting a little bit of bronzer on my face. And then I'm going to blend that out with a large powder brush from EcoTools. And I'm using a little bit of the Fit Me Maybelline Matte+Poreless powder, kind of blending that out just a little bit. And now we are moving on to the skeleton portion of this makeup tutorial. And I'm just using the Mehron eye cream in the shade Creme. And I'm just using just a regular makeup sponge to kind of blend that onto my face. My sponge had a little bit of black on it prior, and I did that on purpose to get kind of a grayish look instead of just a stark white, so I added a tiny bit of black to that just to kind of get a nice light gray shade, because the white is just a little bit too white. Alright, next I'm going to be using the Mehron eye cream in the shade Jet Black, and I'm just dipping, very slightly dipping my Bare Minerals double-ended shaping brush into that. And I kind of dipped it on my hand first and then put it on my face, so it wasn't so dark black, because I'm just kind of using this to blend out and give kind of like a hollow cheeked kind of dead look, a little bit going on there. And I'm using that same black, and I'm using the Mehron Stageline 314 flat brush, and I just dip that into the black, and I'm kind of filling in my nose, make that all black, give it a hollowed out look. I'm making sure I get all on the bottom of my nose too, so there's no little whites peeking out. And now I am taking the Mehron Stageline Flat 312 brush, and I'm creating a nice line for where my teeth will go. And I'm just taking that out from the corners of my mouth and kind of dragging that on. And now I'm just creating the little lines for where my set of teeth will be. And I'm just taking little lines. It's, you know, pretty thin lines, and they're slightly curved in. And you can do as much or as few as you want. This look can really be however you want it. I wanted to have a good amount of teeth, so I did a good solid amount here. I'm just kind of blending that out a little bit with the same Bare Minerals double-ended brush. And I'm going in with the white eye cream, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverley Hills No. 3 brush to do so. And I'm just kind of filling that in with the white to give it a kind of a more stark white, and so that you can tell that these are the teeth, the bony teeth. And I have it a little bit more pointed at the top of the teeth, so you can see that, you know, that's where the teeth would be into the gums if there were gums, but this is a skeleton, so they don't have gums. And now I'm just taking that black again with the same 312 brush, and I'm just going in and kind of filling it in a little bit more around where the teeth are. Giving it a little bit darker, cleaning it up just a little bit. And I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more. And I'm taking a little bit of white and putting that over the black on my nose, just a tiny bit, because I didn't want it to be so jet black. I wanted it to have a more dark gray color to it. So just adding a little bit of that. Then I'm just taking a little bit more black and adding that to hollow it out just a little bit more, make it a little bit more darker. And I'm just going to clean that up a little bit, and I'm also going to put some kind of around my jawline and my chin. And now I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Lumi True Match Powder Glow Illuminator in the shade Ice, and I'm taking the purple and blue shades and highlighting my cheekbones a little bit, because even though you're dead, you still want to have a nice highlight going. I'm going to put that in the inner corners of my eye, on my nose, and under my brows. And that is the finished look. I also curled my hair to complete this look, so I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you guys for watching.